I got a son. He raps. His rap name is Tut Tarantino. If you ever listen to some of his raps, I'm like, oh my God, where does this come from, son? You grew up in a gated community your whole life, but he's rapping my life because we romanticize and fantasize about that old thug life, ghetto life, and all of that stuff. When
All right, guys, so a common theme in some of my most recent videos is the fact that we have a parenting problem in this country. In fact, I would call it a crisis, okay? We have piss poor parenting, which I believe is part of the reason why we have so many problems in our society, especially when it comes to the issue of crime. Now, with that being said, it leads me to this video right here, which I think is a perfect example of what I'm talking about when I talk about the parenting crisis in this country, starring rapper T.I. Some of you guys may be familiar with him, and his son, King, who is 19 years old, and he is going to insist during a family conversation that turned into an argument that he did not grow up with a silver spoon in his mouth, okay? That he grew up in the hood. He had to get it out the mud, right? He really had to struggle for everything that he has in life, okay? Which, again, is hilarious to think about considering that his father is a multi-million-dollar rapper, and there's no doubt in my mind that this guy is not from the hood. He's not gangster. He's not any of these things, right? He didn't have to struggle. But for whatever reason, he wants to insist that he did. And this argument is going to get so out of control because this guy is so passionate about his come up, right, and his struggle, that he's going to almost get physical with his mother and his father, who are basically calling him out on his lie, basically saying, no, you grew up in a mansion, you ate from the hood. And again, his son is going to get so offended that it seems like he's going to basically openly disrespect his mother. And then at that point, rapper T.I. is going to snap on his son. So I want to go ahead and play this video, and I apologize ahead of time, guys, for the language. And what I mean by language, I'm not talking about the cursing. It's about the fact that this is not really English, right? So again, I hope you guys can understand what's going on here. I will translate for you guys who don't understand. But without further ado, let's get into it.
Woke up with a roach on your face.
Here. No, that's not the goal.
All right, then.
So,
man, go.
Or in your ear.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I got some in the neighborhood with me that broke up with roach in your ear. Y'all want to go to the bando in my neighborhood? Do y'all want to go to the bando? Do y'all want to go to the bando? To make him look better, he said it. He know not true. Silverspoon, I ain't never ate with that day a day in my life.
Nigga, you did have a Silverspoon.
Look, I used to have to come to my grandma's house because I'm getting in the fight.
You cried like a baby to go to your grandma's house.
Every day.
You to hold your breath.
Every
And
day.
throw tantrums to go over there.
I don't want to be in these gates. I want to be outside in the neighborhood. That's why I want to be over there. But they don't understand that.
I want to be in the hood, right? Listen to this. Again, this is a son of a multi-million-dollar rapper, and he talking about how he want to be in the hood. I want to be in the hood. I want to be in the ghetto. Again, this is crazy. I don't understand. I don't get it, right? I don't understand this need to romanticize and fantasize about being in the hood, growing up in poverty, living the thug life. Because anybody who's ever experienced that or actually been in that situation, like really lived in that situation, not was temporarily put in that situation because they would go spend time at grandma's outside of this gated neighborhood in his mansion. I'm talking about somebody that actually lived in that, knows that that's not something that anybody should want, okay? That is a terrible life to live. But again, apparently he wants to live that life. Again, it's amazing. I'm not sure exactly where this comes from, but you know, hey, this is something that we see quite a bit.
I'm going to tell you the reason why he wanted to be over there. Y'all ready?
What was the reason?
Because he can suck and pacify over there till he was 12 years old. He was sucking pacify till he was 12 years old. He couldn't do that in the house.
You cried like a baby. Hold your breath.
Yeah.
They trying to say I was over there trying to suck a passy, but they ain't going to tell you everything like that. They trying to hide it.
Ain't nobody hiding
Sugarcoat it. He capping.
Hey,
He know I stand on business. He know that. Can't no nigga ever pull my car ever in life. I stand on business. You drop me somewhere, I stand on business. You drop me in your hood, I stand on business.
I don't feel like you stand on business.
Yeah. I've been stood on business. I've been stood on business. You want to hide it for the world, I'm going to put it out there for them to see.
Hey, man,
I want to put up nowhere. You ain't had me put up nowhere. Like, you ain't had me behind the mansion. I was outside doing what I wanted to do.
You was behind that till you cried.
No, I ain't got too much to drink.
See, and that's the problem. He said, you ain't had me behind no mansion. I was outside doing what I wanted to do. Right? And this is why he's acting this way. Okay? Again, no disrespect to T.I. A lot of people are misinterpreting this video based off the ending of this video that we're gonna see here in a few minutes. But just the way that his son, right, considering the fact that he grew up in a multi-million-dollar household and he can barely speak English. Like, this is not English, okay? And just the way that he carries himself, again, it just shows you, like, this is a failure, right? Like, this is a failure in regards to parenting. This is a failure in regards to bringing your child up with the right values. And just the way he carries himself in a way in which, you know, he's actually going to be a good contributor or a positive contributor to society, right? This right here is just hood behavior. And this is, again, romanticizing and fetishizing hood behavior because he's not from the hood, right? He's not from that environment, but he wants to be in that environment, and he carries himself and he talks like he's from that environment, even though he's not. When, you know, T.I., it should be unacceptable for your son to talk like this and to carry himself like this, right? Considering the environment that he was raised in, considering how he grew up. I know that T.I. is a rapper, and he may have grown up like that with roaches in his ear, right? This is what they were saying at the beginning of the video. But that don't mean that your kids have to grow up like this and act like this. There's no reason for them to do so, okay? If he was raised properly and correctly.
I drunk too much. Drunk too much. Let's go.
I mean, he's cursing and swearing around his parents, right? Again, I don't curse and swear around my parents, okay? I mean, I just feel like out of basic respect for my parents, you should not curse or swear around them, okay? I'm just saying, like, this is basic stuff. The fact that he feels like he can do that, even as a grown adult. I'm not sure exactly how old he is, but even as a grown adult, at no point should you ever disrespect your parents or feel emboldened enough to swear around your parents, because it's just disrespectful, okay? They didn't let me do it as a child, and they're definitely not going to let me do it as an adult. That's just what it is. But the fact that he's doing that tells you everything you need to know.
Mad because we say the South ain't the suburbs, then he want to talk about some other like this being sick. This being sick. No, I'm being real. You lying. You lying. You over here flagging. You're capping. You capping. You capping. You capping. You capping. You capping. You capping. I know. I know you. You capping. I know you. I know you. I know you. I know you.
Listen to the way he's talking to his father. Listen to this. Like, again, I would never be able to get away with this. I would not be alive, okay, if I ever talked to my father this way. Again, as a child or as an adult. But look at the way that he's talking to his father. Look at the way that he's addressing his parents. His parents have simply said, no, you didn't grow up like that. It's a friendly conversation, but he's so hurt by the fact that his parents are calling him out, okay, on this fantasy life that he's living, that he's now getting disrespectful towards them. Now, this is at a Falcons game. This is in public. This is in front of people, okay?
I know you don't. I know you don't. I know you don't. I know you. What's wrong with y'all? Why y'all doing that to me? Y'all know me. You know I stand on business. You know I stand on business. Why you even letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? No, ain't no joking. Ain't no joking. What do you mean?
You are embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself.
Man, what is you talking about? Get off me,
Wow.
man, get off me,
But you can't do nothing with me. Ain't shit you can do with me.
Wow. Wow. Again, so again, this is just I shouldn't laugh because it's not funny, but it's just like, again, how do you get to this point? How do you get to this point where your own son, who can barely speak English, by the way, is bucking up at you, disrespecting you, cursing at you in public, right? And it has to end up like this. That to me suggests that, again, there's a parent issue, that he wasn't raised correctly. Like, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just being real. There's so many problems here, right? And this video is going viral, and I think that people are coming away with the wrong kind of interpretation, in the sense that, yes, obviously his son is in the wrong, but I don't think enough people are saying or talking about how his son actually felt that he could do that in the first place, and then he act that way in public towards his parents. How do you get to that point? Because he wasn't raised properly, he wasn't raised correctly. Kids that act like this to their parents, they act like this because they thought that their parents were their buddy, right? They thought their parents was their friends growing up. And when I was growing up, my parents always made it clear that we're not friends, right? We're not friends. I'm not your buddy. You can't talk to me the way that you talk to your friends and your homeboys down the street, okay? And what you see is T.I.'s son talking to his father and his mother like they're his friends, when they're not. But again, the reason why he's doing that is because growing up, they did not instill in him the fear of God, that, hey, if you talk to me like you talk to your friends, that there's going to be some problems. There's going to be some issues. Again, it's just a lack of discipline, not addressing these issues from the beginning. And it snowballed into this. Now he's doing this in public, and now T.I. want to act tough, put his 19-year-old son in a headlock. Okay, oh, you can't handle me, blah, blah, blah. But again, where was all that before all this, right? Because if you were disciplining your son and you were nipping this in the bud before, this would never happen. And it really doesn't make sense, considering how he wasn't raised in poverty. He wasn't raised in the hood. Okay, he was raised in a multi-million-dollar house. But again, sometimes, yeah, you could take the person out of the hood, but you can't take the hood out of the person. And that's exactly what you're seeing here. Apparently, money does not change people's mentalities, right? Doesn't change their culture. And that's why the problem is culture. It's not money. Everybody wants to talk about, oh, it's an economic. No, it's not an economic problem with black folks. It's not that black people don't have enough money or enough opportunity. It's culture. A good culture will create wealth and opportunity. But a bad culture is just going to destroy any type of wealth that you accumulate or any type of opportunity that you come across, because, you know, again, I think that his son, considering all the resources that were available to him, I think that he should be carrying himself in a way that I think is a little bit more respectful than this, right? Just as an individual. But again, it's because of the culture that he was raised in. This is the result. This is what you get, despite the wealth and the money and the resources and the power. It's fascinating stuff. It really is. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.